Hi, my Nat King Cole. You love this one, right?
You got a line on him? They're in our hands anyway.
You made a mistake! Now you pay for it! Getting tired yet?
Now, a word or several from our sponsors. John and Kathy Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in hairstyles. Look good. Make people jealous. Oh. Now it's Bing Crosby, everyone. Yay.
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Everyone wants a piece of what I got.
Cricket.
Come on, come on! Get your guns here. Small booms, big booms. I got them all.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Just for you.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, says so, right there. Now here's another, well, it's some news about things in the world that have happened that, I don't know, maybe you hadn't already heard about. It sounds like, from what I heard, people saying in the bar the other night, there was a, what would you call it? Well, I guess it was some sort of chems deal, like selling them or something, and it went bad. Gunshots, people dead, that whole shebang. It's weird, but
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got
this
it.
happened at about the same time that Henry Cook went missing. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. It's unclear whether, I mean, no one knows if
Always on
everyone
good
involved died or
behavior,
not.
aren't you?
Probably, though. That's usually how these things go. Just another day in the Commonwealth, am I right? Right? That's the worst thing about asking that question. No one ever answers.
Questions for the folks down
So I
here.
always wonder if I'm right.
Rocket 69 is next. And, I mean, you don't hear them singing about the other
Always
68
on.
rockets, which kind of makes you think.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
But I'm a fellow Vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
All the more reason to help out a fellow Vault then.
I'm interested. What is it you need?
Fusion cores. 3, to be exact. You get the fusion cores, we grant the access.
What do you need them for?
I'm no engineer, but I've been told we need them to help supplement our power generators. So if the task seems trivial to you, I assure you, it's very important to us.
I already have the fusion cores you need.
Really? Well then, I suppose I should say welcome. I'll be down to meet you at the entrance.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
You always pry this much into the motives of your traveling partners?
Just the ones I find particularly interesting. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
Huh, no kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Scared, huh? Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the Mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
What happened after that?
We made do. Sis was still pretty young at the time, and Mom was out of the picture. So we got by on the kindness of others for a while. Eventually, I saved up enough to book us both passage with a caravan. Then we moved on up to the big city. Called it home ever since.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. I need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, pal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. I admit, I didn't expect to see you wearing a vault suit. Did you come from one of the vaults? Is it still operational?
Billy Ward.
No.
And the
Not anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened there? Did something go wrong?
If you're the kind of person who
They
is,
had us cryogenically
tired
frozen in these
of living in Diamond
pods, but
City, and you maybe want
something
a
malfunctioned.
Oh my god.
adventure or something,
All those lives lost due to some
you
malfunction?
have new options.
That's unacceptable. I suppose we've been lucky. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
Surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe none of the
Why do you keep yourself so isolated?
Why not? We have warm beds, clean clothes, a solid roof over our heads. Our food and water are radiation-free. We don't deal with the elements or raiders. We're safe here. And for some, that safety and stability is what counts.
Benny Hutton is on now. Singing about a man, right? That's so stupid. It's Benny Hutton. That's
Aren't you curious about the Commonwealth and what it has to offer?
Of course. But my duty is to these people and keeping them safe. We receive a few select traders often enough to stay well informed. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system. If outsiders are willing to help us, we're willing to help them. Speaking of, if you're ready, I can take those fusion cores from you.
Of course. Here they are.
Thank you. Dr. Pensky will greatly appreciate these. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I don't want to hear any negative reports about you, outsider.
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Hey, Ashes. What are you doing up here?
Hope you're not making any trouble.
Where are you
She
going?
runs the Sunshine Diner in the atrium.
Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this.
Hi, how are you?
Don't make me regret letting you in here.
Stay safe, sir.
Going down.
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Yeah? Why do you want to know?
I never met anybody from the Commonwealth before. I thought maybe you might want someone to show you around. Just 5 caps.
Sure, but I'm not paying you.
If you're that cheap, forget it. You can find your own way around.
Would you look at this place? Dr. Forsyth and Rachel have plenty of medical supplies to get you stocked up.
I'll have to remember to drop off that lamp before work tomorrow.
Dr. Pensky.
It's good to be out of the lab. It's hard not to take my work home with me, but I promised Austin.
I expect you'll both stay out of trouble.
I'll have to tell Gwen I'll be needing more fertilizer soon.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky?
You should stop by the lab in the morning and take a look at the new crops.
Do that here? What if the overseer or Whitaker caught him?
Come on, Slack. I've been working 12 hours straight.
You've been working. I bet bossing around old Rusty really takes it out of you.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca. Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
I don't have any requests.
Better for the both of us. Unless you like waiting, of course. Mr. DeLuca has good intentions, but let's just say his ability to prioritize is a bit lacking. I believe it has something to do with his sobriety.
Does he help out with any of the work?
If memory serves, the last bit of work he performed was when Mr. Whitaker forced him to clean up the supply room. He was also quite vocal about his distaste for the job.
Hey, the outsider. You lost? No trading going on down here.
Where am I?
Generator room, can't you tell? Look, I'm not even sure if you're allowed in here. Most of the trading's done in the atrium. I can tell you how to get back if you want. Oh, and hey, if you got any jet on you, I may be willing to take it off your hands. Say 75 caps?
Who's it for? You?
Me, myself, and I. Don't worry, I'm not into selling. That's my sister's thing.
Sure. Here you go.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Just don't let Tina know. She'd be all over my ass.
Just heard crawl out through the fallout. Hey, how about a bit of good news?
You're from one of the other vaults.
If
At least some of
give
them
me a minute.
survived.
Haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true, and now
Hey.
that's something I
Yeah?
never heard.
You're whipping up a new batch of pies
Nick Valentine
today?
is back in
I heard
town.
Alexis promised
He
one
was
to
gone for a
Erin,
while,
and I
some
know how
people
you hate to
who are totally
disappoint the
not.
little ones.
Marcus, will you?
Hey there.
Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his
they
crew.
thought he might be
Lord
dead.
knows they could use
Or
a treat
destroyed.
right now.
Hey, you try telling that to Erin and breaking a
Glad
little
you're back
girl's
from there,
heart.
Nick. Even though we never really talk. Like, ever. Now we'll hear some
Roy Brown.
Hey there.
I'm here to play some...
Dr. Forsyth is asking to see you. I have a moment.
Here's Mighty Mighty Man.
Officer.
Move along.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What?
Stay safe, sir.
Is it a little crowded in here, or is it just me?
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
It's hard not to take my work home with me, but I promised Austin.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
You should stop by the lab in the morning and take a look at the new crops.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
Hey.
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Every waking moment's an adventure out there.
Oh my. I knew it. My kids would love to hear some of them. Would you be willing to talk to my class?
What types of stories are you looking for?
Nothing too violent. I'm sure they'll have lots of questions, though. Thank you so much.
Katie.
I can't wait to see how excited the kids will be.
You got guts wearing that Pip-Boy in the car. I can't believe someone hasn't tried to steal it yet.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What is it we're needing now, fella?
I gave some fusion cores to the Overseer.
Fusion cores? Huh. Must be for something high-tech. I was hoping for a crate of mute fruit myself. The people here, they're a bit overworked these days. Some blame the Overseer. But it ain't Gwenny's fault. Poor girl. Just landed the right position at the wrong time.
What's going on? Why are people so overworked?
Well, you live in the same place for 200 years. Time just takes its toll. Until the Overseer opened the vault to the traders, we were just slapping on one band-aid after the next. Now we're just scrambling to keep old 81 together.
It's not easy being a leader.
Truer words were never spoke. And I wouldn't want her job in a million years. Well, I best be getting back to it. Don't want the old lady on me again. 62 years old and still fiery as ever.
You must be that new traveler Gwen let in. It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Who's Gwen?
Oh, Gwen's the overseer, but I could never get used to calling her that. I've known that girl since she was in diapers. If you need any food for the road, or just feeling hungry, you let me know. Our menu isn't quite as exotic as the Commonwealth, but it'll do in a pinch.
Let's see what you got.
I never get anything done on an empty stomach.
Careful running around the vault. Lots of maintenance going on.
Commonwealth sounds so exciting and dangerous.
Welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples, even just a blood sample?
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
I might, for some caps.
You want to dicker about money? People's lives are at stake here. Either do it because it's the right thing to do, or I'll wait for the next Commonwealth visitor. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. Sit there. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Excuse me, Dr. Forsyth.
I hope we have enough gauze.
Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. I know this feeling.
I often wonder about medical facilities in the Commonwealth and just how sanitary they must be.
Poor Eric.
Yeah.
Your cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
Well, there's this article in
Your
newspaper.
Pip-Boy ever act up on you?
Occurrences.
Mine's been glitchy lately.
Boy, well, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a sin. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's well, it's.
Hi, how are you?
Something to think about, I guess. How about Johnny Mercer? I kind of wonder if this one is supposed to be a joke. Does anyone know?
Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here. She may have some work for you, if you're interested.
Excuse me, officer.
Don't want any trouble in 81.
I'm heading out. Don't wait up for me.
Again? But I need your help here.
Please, you haven't needed my help in years. Whatever it is, it can
Our
wait.
Commonwealth guest, welcome to the depot. And pardon the clutter, I don't get much time to tidy up these days.
No time? Why not?
Ugh, where to begin? When you're dealing with items that are all over 200 years old, work just accumulates like crazy. Some days it's all I can do to keep my head above water. But you probably don't want to hear about all that. Let me know if you want to take a look.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Well, there's my husband Halt, but once you need him, he's nowhere to be found. I swear the cat is more help than he is.
Why do you say that?
I really shouldn't get into it.
It's all right. You can tell me.
I really shouldn't. Thanks for asking, though. Let me know if there's anything I may be able to help you with.
I might be interested in buying or selling.
Great. I have all sorts of odds and ends. Oh, so Aaron...
Danny Kaye there singing. That was Civilization. It sounds like the Brotherhood of Steel is they're still around in the Commonwealth. I mean, I guess there was some sort of fight, like with lots of guns or whatever, at the ArcJet building. Some people, not me, just some other people who were totally different, were wondering if maybe they were looking for something specific. That makes sense, right? I mean, they like technology and their gadgets and stuff, so it just seems like a place they would go. I guess they were seen coming out of it all right, so maybe now they'll, you know, leave. If they got what they came for, they don't need anything else. I don't know. Just a thought. I'll play some music.
Here's Frankie Carl with a song that, frankly, sounds a little too good to be true. I'm not saying he was embellishing, but, well, no, okay. I guess I am saying that. Never mind. Here's one more tomorrow.
on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Stop nagging at me, Alexis.